Alright, I have you know that I just got done watching WrestleMania 35 last night. Okay, then from in my personal critique, I mean it's a decent WrestleMania. Okay, there's some matches that were actually pretty good. I've seen some pretty good action last night. I enjoyed the women's triple threat battle royal and this and that. Not the battle royal, but the triple threat match for the for both titles. Okay, I enjoyed the tag team title match, the battle royal. Excuse me. And I've enjoyed all the matches. Okay, there was a couple of matches that I didn't agree with because I felt they were too short. But again, it was a fairly decent WrestleMania. Okay, it wasn't bad. Matt Life did a great job. But I just got done watching Kofi Kingston finally defeat Daniel Bryan and win the WWE Championship for the first time in his career. Okay, and now that he has the belt title, he has the WWE title. Big E Langston, what do you have to say for yourself? I'm honestly, man, what do you have to say now? Just a few weeks ago, you just put out that video on Twitter, okay, about racism, right? Saying that us as people, we're not allowed that we can only go so far, and then look at our history, look at what's going on. But brother, you were like the only black man out of all the wrestlers, all the brothers and sisters before you that's actually been complaining like that. That's bringing up the race card, okay? And I'm talking about wrestlers who had major roles. I'm not talking about the ones who are just. I'm not talking about the jobbers, okay? I'm not talking about the C and D rank black folks that was in the wrestling. Nothing against them. I'm talking about the top ones like you. And again, I'm talking about like the wrestlers like The Rock, Mark Henry, Booker T. Okay, yeah, those were all WWE champions before Kofi did. All right, they all experienced, being at the top. But never once did never one of them complain about racism at all. They did their job. They performed year in and year out, and they didn't complain. They made their money and they was happy. Big E, why do you seem to have a problem with the way things are being ran? Why are you bringing up the race card? See, Big E, this is why I have a problem with, because you are setting an example, right? You and the New Day alone are basically one of the most popular groups in WWE as of today. You got many kids who look up to you. So what do you think black kids are going to say? I'm talking about the young folks, right? In our, our skin color, right? These young boys and girls who happen to be black, come from black families. What do you think they're going to say now that everyone, let's say they don't get the grades they want. They growing up, they can't get the job they want, okay? They playing sports and then yet they can't, things on their teams aren't going right. They can't start or whatever. Okay, they they can't get the things they want in life. What do you think they're gonna do when those things happen and they want to start blaming race for every problems they go through? So because we can't get the job, we can't get in the college we want. We can't go pro. We're gonna say the government, the world is being racist. Our teachers and our bosses are being racist towards us. Biggie, you can't be saying that when you didn't have the success you had. Biggie, you, Xavier Woods, and Kofi are 5-time WWE Tag Team Champions, okay? That is very, very good. That means you basically are on the echelon. You're at the top. You're on the same level as the Dudley Boys, Harlem Heat, okay? Edge and Christian. You know what I'm saying? Edge and Christian, D-Generation X. The New Age Outlaws, okay, you on the same level as these particular tag teams. The Hart Foundation, all right? For you to be going on saying it's racism and you want to blame WWE because of y'all skin color, the reason why Kofi ain't getting opportunities, again, man, let me reiterate, okay? Y'all say Kofi Kingston has been in this business for 11 years, right? Before this year happened, Kofi was not even complaining. Where was this last year when y'all were hosting WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans? Okay, where was all this 2 years ago? Biggie, where did all this come from? I didn't hear you complaining at all. I didn't hear not a word come out of your mouth about things not being fair and this racism and because of our skin color, we can only do so much. That's not right, bro. That was kind of low down for you to say that. All right? Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Shane, Vince, Leonard, they don't got an ounce of racism in them. You know how many opportunities they giving many other black people as far as many other race? Okay? Y'all ain't the only ones that's been in the business. Okay, so stop acting like, things are not fair and this and that. When y'all making LeBron James, Steph Curry type money. All three of y'all alone are making over 150 million. You making more than some of these other athletes that play baseball, football, and basketball. You make almost more than these tennis players. You making just as much as Tiger Woods almost. Okay, so for you to say that now that Kofi Kingston's become champion, man, that's kind That message is kind of low down, bro. You need to take that. You need to take that video down. You bringing up that video could hurt your chances getting into the Hall of Fame on your own, man. Because you can't be saying that, right? Because Big E, if I remember correctly, you got the same opportunities as every other wrestler to go after the championship. You didn't have to stay being a tag team with New Day for long. Y'all don't have to stay using the pancake gimmick, throwing pancakes in and out of your trunks. You know what I'm saying? Using the saxophone and all that other stuff. Y'all don't have to keep doing that, Big E. And I'm going to be very honest, Big E. Matter of fact, Big E, since we on the subject, what are you going to do, let's say, when Raw and SmackDown has another draft, right? And let's say they decide to split up the New Day. Let's say they're going to keep Kofi Kingston on SmackDown to defend that title. You know what I'm saying? By itself, and then they're going to send you and Biggie, they're going to send you and Xavier Woods to Raw. What are you going to say then? You going to be bringing it up now? You going to be going on Twitter again saying how it's racist and how they not treating y'all fairly? That's what I'm still trying to say. Because Biggie, what you must understand, and I did a YouTube video on this, man, not too long ago, okay? And I was explaining that Kofi Kingston compared to The Rock, Mark Henry, and Booker T, he's not that type of champion. He's not that type of guy. Okay, Biggie, you must understand this. Everybody ain't meant to have the main title. Everybody not meant to headline going into WrestleMania and being a main event. Everybody not gonna get that opportunity. Okay, why? Because there's certain things that go into it. It's all about your skills. It's all about how you could talk in the ring on your own. See, Mark Henry, Booker T, and The Rock, those three men are good on their own. They don't need no group. They don't need no stable like that. You look at all The Rock's, matter of fact, look at The Rock, right? Dwayne Johnson. And most of Dwayne Johnson's matches when he had the WWE Championship, that man was most of the time on his own. He was by himself. The only time he really had help like that was when Vince McMahon was paired up with him, and that was like 98, 99. But even then, in the 2000 when Vince McMahon made Triple H to do, and it was the McMahon-Helmsley faction, The Rock was by himself. Okay, he didn't have help from DX. He didn't have not DX. He didn't have help from the Rock, Kane, none of those guys. Austin, none of them. When he fought again, we had to beef against D-Generation X. He was by himself. Vince McMahon had turned him on WrestleMania 2000. The Rock had to work hard, had to work his way back up into getting that title belt. Okay, look at Booker T in WCW. Won that title fairly, right? He been broke up with Steve Ray. Steve Ray went to the NWO. Booker T went solo, okay? Booker T worked hard in that industry to get that belt title, earn it on his own. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man. Okay, he's intimidating by himself. He don't need a faction. When Mark Henry won that World Heavyweight title, he didn't have no faction with him. Okay, when he competed for the other WWE title, the original WWE title that's merged in with the World Heavyweight Championship now, that Kofi has, matter of fact, Mark Henry didn't have no group. Big E, you, Kofi, and Xavier Woods are a faction. You are a group. It's 3 against 1. At WrestleMania last night, WrestleMania 35, it was 3 against 2. So I'm gonna be honest, bro, that's not gonna last for too much longer, man. It's gonna come a time. It's about time for y'all to split up. Y'all need to do something else anyway, if that's the case, Big E. If that's the case, then maybe you need big opportunity. You need to be going after the Universal title then. How about that then? Now that Kofi Kingston be champion, how about you go to Raw and go after the Universal title and challenge Seth Rollins for that belt? Okay? Matter of fact, won't you talk to Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns had to survive cancer. That man had chemotherapy. He had to give up his title match. He had to compete for that belt. But you don't see him going on here complaining. Why are you, man? Why are you of all people, man? I don't understand that, Big E. I thought you was happy being a tag team champion. You don't see no other ethnicity complaining like that like you is. Like I said, none of these Samoans are complaining. Okay, Roman Reigns, the Usos, Tamia and Nia Jax, they not even complaining like that. Look how they did. Look like they done 9 before then, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Alexa Bliss cut promos talking about Nia Jax weight, but you won't see Nia Jax going on Twitter complaining that it's racism and this and that. No. She gonna do her job and she gonna come back in there. Alright? I'm just gonna be flat honest, man. You done had Asian, you done had Mexican, you done had all kinds of other ethnicities go after those titles that was in the WWE and never once complained like you did. Trying to bring it up history, man. Come on now. I understand things have been bad as black people. I understand how we suffer, but again, man, we got opportunities. Things are changing now. Okay? We don't gotta live the life that we lived back then. Okay, this ain't the 1940s, this ain't the 1950s, this ain't the 1960s, okay? Black people have a huge platform now. We can be anything we want to be. No, man, I don't agree. WWE ain't racist. If WWE was really that racist, I would have never been watching as long as I have been. Big E, I have you know, I've been watching wrestling since 96, since I was 6 years old. Never once have I seen any of the black wrestlers treated unfairly where the Caucasian wrestler was treated better than the black wrestlers. Matter of fact, when Stone Cold Steve Austin was ran over, right? what was it? Survivor Series in '99. Then he came back in 2000 and Rikishi revealed himself as being a driver that ran him over. And then when Rikishi said, "I did it for The Rock, I did it for our Samoan people, I did it so you could be champion," The Rock hated Rikishi for that. Because The Rock didn't want race to be the reason why he's champion. The Rock told JR, I have to work hard for myself. I don't look at skin color. He said Rikishi was doing that for himself. He wasn't doing that for me. Okay? I'm gonna be very honest, Big E. I'm gonna be honest. Kofi Kingston by himself is not that good on his own, man. That man, there's a reason why Kofi Kingston never really got too much mic time back in the day. Because Kofi Kingston came in a time when before you and Xavier Woods ever came into the business. He came in 2008. The business had been ran differently back then, okay? Back then, Kofi Kingston was an Intercontinental Champion, a European Champion. Yeah, they gave Kofi Kingston chances to get the belt. That man was in 2 elimination chambers already, okay? Yeah, he got screwed over by Edge the first one, but they let him come back in the second one. So he had opportunities already. That's what Byron Saxon was trying to point out. Kofi Kingston had many opportunities where he could have just went after the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. He went after that WWE title belt. He didn't have to stay Intercontinental. He didn't have to stay a European. Not European. The United States Champion. He didn't have to stay going after the US and the Intercontinental belt. He didn't have to be a tag team champion as long as he did. He could have been start branching out. No, Big E, that's kind of disrespectful, man. Because you don't like where you work, man, you can easily leave. Big E, you don't gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta stay. You can tell WWE I want out of my contract and I'll be gone. Okay. Look at Dean Ambrose right now, man. Dean Ambrose is finna leave and go somewhere else. You don't see him doubting. You don't see him talking bad about the company. He ain't giving Dean Ambrose opportunities and title shots like that. But you don't see him. There once you don't see Dean Ambrose trying to complain and whine like you doing. Bro, that last video you did on Twitter, that's basically you whining. You being a sport, you being somebody's sport, man. I'm serious, man. All the money you done made, the popularity you got right now, why is you complaining? Matter of fact, it could be argued right now that you should be the champion right now instead of Kofi. And again, I ain't taking nothing from Kofi. Okay, he worked hard. I enjoy seeing him. But let's just be honest, the man ain't really no WWE champion like that. There's a reason why this man didn't. There's a reason why he wasn't given opportunities before. Because Kofi Kingston didn't want to go after it. And let's be flat honest, if Mustafa Ali had never gotten hurt, Kofi Kingston wouldn't have no opportunity like that. Y'all will still be going after the tag team champions right now. But again, now that Kofi Kingston champion, I think it's time for you three to split up. Big E, I think it's time for you to be a Universal champion and go after another belt title. Okay? Because again, man, you complaining like that is clearly low down when you don't got Apollo Crews complaining. Look at Bobby Lashley, right? Bobby Lashley in 2008, right? Bobby Lashley didn't like the way things was going in his career. So all Bobby Lashley did with his girlfriend at the time, who was his valet, who was managing him, he just decided to leave quietly. Bobby Lashley didn't go on MySpace at the time. That was the social media or AIM. He didn't go talking bad about the company. He didn't do a shoot interview. Bobby Lashley left peacefully the first time. And he started going to other companies. He went to TNA, Impact. He was over there for a while. He did other things. Bobby Lashley just now returned this year. Why? Because he wants to give it another shot. Bobby Lashley ain't got nothing against WWE. Okay? Bobby Lashley's biggest match still to this day was the match he had at WrestleMania in 2007 when he was representing Donald Trump's corner, okay, and Vince McMahon, and he was going against Umaga, and the loser of that match between Donald Trump and Vince McMahon had to shave their head. That was the biggest thing Bobby Lashley has done thus far. Since now that he's won that Intercontinental Championship and lost it to Finn Balor, okay? But even then, Big E, Bobby Lashley's not even complaining. I don't see Apollo Crews. You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of these guys who are black that's complaining like that. MVP didn't complain neither. And they gave him opportunities to go after that to win to compete for a title match. None of these people are complaining. None of these brothers are complaining. D'Lo Brown didn't complain. The Godfather didn't complain. Okay? Farouk, the same Farouk who basically led the nation to start the Nation of Domination. Okay? That The Rock joined. That The Rock took over his role, and then Farouk paired himself with the Acolytes and The Undertaker, and it formed the APA. Never once did you see Farouk over here complaining about not getting title opportunities like that. Never, man. You didn't have Orlando Jordan. Come on, Biggie. I could go down the line of African Americans, Black Americans who wrestled in WWE and have basically left the company peacefully. They basically played their roles, they had their matches, and they left. Okay. Biggie, I think that's kind of stupid to say something like that, and it's not setting a good example at all, especially for our young black men and women, these young folks who are watching the program. Because you can't bring up the race card every time things ain't going your way, every time you can't get what you want where you work at. That goes for any job, man. Yeah, there's managers who give you a chance to move up, and there's some managers just like you where you are. They don't necessarily see you as going into other positions. And like I said, Big E, if you don't like the way the company is being ran, you can easily leave. Okay, so now that Big E is now that Kofi Kingston champion, now that the New Day has the championship, how long is it gonna last? That's the question, right? Because Big E, are you gonna complain? Are you gonna say, are you gonna go back on Twitter ranting? Let's say once Daniel Bryan revokes his rematch clause and then he beats Kofi Kingston for the belt. And let's say Kofi Kingston tries to re-challenge Daniel Bryan but don't get another title shot. Are you gonna complain then? That needs to be the question right now. You make it seem like Vince McMahon don't care about black people. You make it seem like Vince McMahon, the McMahons and Triple H don't care about black folks. He don't give black people the equal opportunity. That's just kind of low. Booker T didn't even complain when he lost the title. He lost his title opportunity at WrestleMania 19 against Triple H after promo Triple H cut. You don't see Booker T complaining about that. And Booker T said that was the best match of his career at WrestleMania 19 when he was able to compete for that title. But then once you don't see Booker T complaining about it. Okay? Yeah, nobody else complaining. You seen the interview Mark Henry did? No, Mark Henry didn't acknowledge that it was racism at all. Okay? Booker T ain't saying it's racism. The Rock, you ain't gonna see an ounce of racism come out the Rock's mouth. Because Rock know he just hate. The Rock has been multi-time W champion more than once. The Rock understand that and understand hard work. He understands dedication. And to my fans that's watching this video, man, okay, Big E's a champion now, but like I told y'all, man, Big E's not going to have that championship for long. Don't be shocked that Big E doesn't have a long title run. I'm going to be fat honest with y'all. I'm going to let y'all know now, for the fans that's watching this video, because I know a lot of y'all going to comment. You're going to get people talking trash about me. This is my opinion, right? I got the right to my opinion like everybody else. Just like Big E had his opinion, right? But I just need to check Big E on what he's saying. Okay? Because I don't see him talking about racism, and yet he's a 5-time tag team champion. That means he's had the tag team champion belt multiple times. Y'all done had that tag team championship for a year. Yet Big E could have became WWE champion. He could have went after that Universal Championship. You not to stay a tag team. Yeah, you want to complain about roles and different things like that? Come on now. Yeah, Kofi Kingston was blessed to be chosen to replace Mustafa Ali. But come on, you don't even see Mustafa Ali complaining that he can't get another title opportunity. He can't get another shot at the title. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop with this nonsense. That's the problem with black folks, period, in this country. They always want to complain that white folks ain't, that's racism, right? They not being treated fairly at their jobs. Okay, they not giving no opportunities to earn no money and this and that. No, it's whoop de whoop, but most of them ain't even making a way for themselves. They not trying to get it. They trying to be lazy. They want stuff to be given to them. Ain't nothing in this world given for free. Nothing. Everything in this life you want, you gotta earn. Okay. Yeah, you got black people out here complaining, but yeah, you got people like, you got other black entertainers, you got black folks like Halle Berry, Will Smith, Jay-Z, Beyonce, okay, Kevin Hart. You got Steph Curry, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who wasn't even born in America, but yet, you know what I'm saying, look at the career he's having right now, okay? You done had Nipsey Hussle that just passed away, but even he didn't use his money, to use his platform to make his own money, invest his own money. And wind up getting $15 million. All right, you didn't even see him around once complaining like that, right? Come on now, y'all, Big E, man, that's not wise. But again, to the people that's watching this video who are W fans, Kofi Kingston is not going to have the title for very long. He's not going to have the title for 3 or 4 months. All right, he'll probably be champion up until maybe Money in the Bank, and then I think Daniel Bryan will probably rematch him, or they'll basically split the New Day up and have him go solo. That's what I'm predicting right now. Because I don't know if they're going to allow the New Day to be still be together with him being WWE champion, and these two are just there on the side keeping him as champion. That's not going to work. It's a 3 against 1 with that group. So unless Big E and Xavier Woods go after the tag team championships on their own, we're going to see how long that lasts. We're going to see how long Kofi Kingston can talk and cut a promo by himself. Okay, because remember, they gave Dean Ambrose the same opportunity. The reason why Dean Ambrose didn't become champion for very long because he could not talk that well in the ring. Couldn't cut a promo that well by himself. Okay? And the same thing with other people. Look at matter of fact, look at Bray Wyatt right now. Bray Wyatt won in Elimination Chamber, won that title. Then at WrestleMania, he lost the title right back to Randy Orton. Okay? You see what, but you see, never once that Bray Wyatt throws shade on WWE, he just left peacefully. Okay? He said, I'm gonna go and do other things in my life. I'm done with wrestling, but he didn't complain about not having that title again. And then look at Christian. Right? Christian only had the title once. He won it and then lost it the night after. Christian didn't start complaining. Like Big E just started going on Twitter ranting. No, man, you don't do that. That's a bad look, man. Because that can hurt you down the line trying to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. You can't be having that going in your resume, Big E. You can't have that going. You can't be saying stuff like that. When black folks have just as equal opportunity as whites, as the Caucasian, as the Hispanic, as the Samoan, and every other ethnicity, especially in WWE, man, it's extremely diverse. No, there's no racism in that company. I'm sorry, man. It's just everybody's given a different role. Everybody's meant to play a certain role. Everybody cannot be WWE champion, and everybody can't be a main title holder. Okay? There are some wrestlers that's just good to be tag team champion. There's some wrestlers just good to be intercontinental champion, and there's some wrestlers that's just good enough to be United States champion. But there's nothing wrong with that. A belt title is a belt title, period. Okay? But no, everybody's not gonna be fit to lead the company. I'm sorry, man. Again, man, I don't got a problem with Kofi Kingston being champion. I think it's good that he became champion, but again, we're going to see how long it lasts. Let's see, can Kofi Kingston do it by himself without YouTube, Big E? Matter of fact, that's what needs to be questioned. Can Kofi Kingston be champion for a long time without you and Xavier Woods by his side while you two assisted him in the ring? Let's see, can Kofi Kingston be a champion by himself, cut a promo by himself, and have a rivalry on his own on a one-on-one? Because look at AJ Styles, right? AJ Styles was the Bullet Club leader back in New Japan, right? And he came back to when he got WWE, right? He had Gallows and Anderson. He got Gallows and Anderson, who was his ex Bullet Club members, right? As soon as Gallows and Anderson split, AJ Styles still became a champion on his own. You know what I'm saying? AJ Styles didn't need a whole lot of guys to be assisting him and be by his side, speaking up for him neither. Okay? In that whole segment, Big E, you and Xavier Woods were basically speaking on behalf of Kofi Kingston, and not Kofi Kingston speaking up for his own. When y'all was in the last paper, right? When you was what was it, Fastlane? When Vince McMahon was behind there, he said, "I just want to see Kofi Kingston on his own." It's you two was basically encouraging Kofi Kingston to do it by himself. Kofi Kingston wasn't doing it on his own. You didn't see Kofi Kingston knocking the door by himself. It was y'all two speaking up for him. So, matter of fact, Big E, won't you and Xavier Woods step aside and just let Kofi Kingston have that title by himself? Matter of fact, when Kofi Kingston is basically defending the title, let's see y'all two stay in the back and don't come out there. Okay? Let's see that happen. Let's see how good Kofi Kingston can speak on his own without you two coming out there with him. Alright? Yeah, y'all gonna have y'all little celebration. But in the next upcoming weeks, the next 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, let's see can Kofi Kingston truly win that belt title by himself and not rely on the New Day's help. Alright? Because again, Big E, if Kofi Kingston can't win that, let's say Kofi Kingston use that championship by himself without you two, then don't complain. Don't go in here and rant on. Stop it, man. That's just, I'm tired of black folks complaining like that. Because if you don't like it, man, leave. Big E, if you don't like the way things are going on, leave the company right now. Go to AEW, go to Impact Wrestling, go to New Japan Wrestling, go to Lucha Underground, or go join Ring of Honor or one of them companies and just be done with it. Now, okay, Kofi Kingston champion now. Are you happy? Now he's champion. Are you going to stop complaining? Are you satisfied? That needs to be the real question, right? But no, Biggie, if you really want to see how good Kofi is, let's see him do it on his own without you two. Because out of the whole segment between him and New Day, between Vince McMahon telling him no, and then giving him other opportunities, saying you got to go through gauntlet match and this and that, you two have been basically pacifying Kofi Kingston. It's been you two with the training wheels, all right? I understand y'all being down for your partner. You go in the best for your man, but Kofi Kingston could have did this on his own. I done seen never one of y'all basically announce that you're going off the title by yourselves. Never one of y'all. Again, Mustafa Ali got the opportunity, right? Neither one of y'all was complaining about it. Matter of fact, when they was trying to determine who was going to get in the Elimination Chamber, neither one of you two were basically focused on going after that, becoming and going into the Elimination Chamber because you two had just lost the tag team titles to the Usos. Biggie, have you forgot about that? That you three are five-time tag team champions. Never once did y'all say we're going to go after the title by yourselves. Never one of y'all say that. That's why that video made no kind of sense. It's really stupid. All right? But let's now see what Kofi Kingston could do on his own, right? Okay, yeah. He got the champion, right? Are you two gonna start going after other belts? That needs to be the real question right now. You know what I'm saying? How long are you two gonna be on Kofi Kingston's side before you two start going after belts? Xavier Woods. Matter of fact, Xavier Woods, I've been watching you since TNA. You ain't never really did much on your own anyway. Xavier Woods, I think it's time for you, or Austin Creed, I think it's time for you to start branching out by yourself. I think it's time, man. Me personally, I think it's time for New Day to split up anyway. That's just what this is coming down to. Because you got Big E complaining about opportunities, maybe it's time for y'all three to start going after belt ties on your own. Remember, even D-Generation X had to split up at least twice. DX broke up at least 2 times in that whole run. Why? Because Triple H, Road Dogg, Billy, China all started doing other things. Okay, Triple H decided he wanted to align himself with the Ministry of Darkness. X-Pac became friends with Kane and went after the tag team titles. Road Dogg and Billy started doing their own thing. They all split up at least twice. And then the second time, Triple H decided he wants to become champion. He wants to focus on the WWE Championship on his own. You know, so it's all about him. This is his time. He got the McMahons with him. Okay, he got his wife with him. He don't need X-Pac, Road Dogg, and Billy. You know, he got beef with Chris Jericho. He got beef with Angle. He got beef with The Rock. Those guys are in his way, right? Road Dogg started doing other things. You know what I'm saying? China started having a storyline with Eddie Guerrero. They all broke up. You know what I'm saying? Shawn Michaels took time off. He was done with wrestling for a while, right? So maybe it's just time for you two to split up because I want to see how good Kofi Kingston can do by himself. That needs to remain to be seen. And y'all could comment, and to the people that's watching the video, y'all could comment, subscribe. I want to hear from everybody else. How long do you think Kofi Kingston's title run is going to last? Can Kofi Kingston do this by himself without the help of Big E and without the help of Xavier Woods or Austin Creed on the side? Let's see how this is gonna go, man. Because out this whole segment, out the last month, I've been seeing nothing but Big E and Xavier Woods speak up for Kofi. Big E, all you done was speak on Kofi Kingston's behalf. Kofi Kingston has never one step up to Vince McMahon by himself. It was always you two. And maybe that's what Vince McMahon don't like. He don't like it as all three of y'all. He don't like the fact that it's you two trying to speak on behalf of Kofi Kingston and Kofi Kingston not declaring going after the time by himself. Because you look at the other factions, you look at the Ministry of Darkness, right? You look at the D-Generation X and you look at NWO. Each, you know what I'm saying, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, okay? Those members, the leaders of those factions, and even Hulk Hogan, they all went after the title on their own. They spoke up for themselves. They announced they're gonna go after the championship. They wasn't allowing other members to speak up for them and defend them. Okay? You two are not his manager. You guys are a team. You're partners, okay? Remember, it can only be one champion. It can't be all three of y'all being a champion. Y'all can't all share that belt. Kofi Kingston won that belt by himself. Now he has to defend it by himself. He can't just have y'all two. It's not fair. And that's another thing too, man. In y'all whole tag team run, it's been y'all three. It's been 3 against 2 the entire time. Okay? In y'all first title run, it's been y'all two assisting each other in that title run, in the tag team. It wasn't just y'all two fairly. It was rarely y'all two fairly. Rarely, man. When one man had to go to the back. It's been y'all three the entire time. Now let's see how good Kofi Kingston can do when it's just him by himself. Matter of fact, Big E, one of you and Xavier Woods allowed Kofi Kingston to walk down the ring by himself. Let's see Kofi Kingston use his own theme song right now and walk on the ring by himself without the New Day. While coming to the ring without you saying, "Oh, Cleveland, oh, New York." Big E, no, let Kofi Kingston go out to the ring by his own and let's see how good he is cutting his own promo. Let's see can he do just as good as Seth Rollins did when he split up from the Shield. Right? Because even the Shield broke up. Remember, all 3 Shield members wound up becoming champion. They wound up either getting the WWE title or the Universal title. And neither one of them are doing the complaining that you're doing, Big E. So let's see that, right? Let's see can all 3 of y'all wind up being champions by yourselves, right? Let's see that happening, man. Because I'm really curious right now. Because as much as you did that video, man, I don't see you doing that now. So let's just see that, right? But even with folks, man, I didn't mean to go too long with this video. That's just something I want to say, man. I have to get that off. I know I'm kind of ranting, but I feel that wasn't fair, man. For Big E to say that was a little bit low down. But anyways, folks, that's the video, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.